What's up everybody, welcome back. Today I'm making Dalgona coffee cake pancakes. What's Dalgona? Well, it's whipped coffee, kind of like a coffee whipped cream. Let's get on with the recipe. Alright, so we're going to get on the pancakes first, and to make these delicious pancakes we're going to need some buttermilk, but I didn't have any buttermilk, so I'm going to make it from scratch. It's the acid in the lemon juice that helps curdle the milk, which is essentially curing the milk and turning it into butter. Now, while that milk and lemon juice curdle and get butterfied, we're going to add some powders to a bowl. Flour, some baking soda, baking powder, sugar, and some salt. All right, we're going to mix all these powders in a bowl and let it chill on the side while we head back to our buttermilk. Now I'm going to add an egg because, you know me, never skip egg day. After using this awesome mini whisk to blend the egg with the buttermilk, I'm going to slowly add in some melted butter. Now I'm adding it slow because I don't want the residual heat to cook the eggs, and then we're going to end up with scrambled egg milk, and that's a whole different recipe. Now I know you can essentially just add the liquid to the powders and you'll end up with a batter eventually, but the trick is to mix it in slow and adjust based on whether or not you need more powder or whether or not you need more liquid. If you don't know what a pancake batter consistency is, I really don't think there's any hope for you. Here's where I add my own little flair to pancake making. I know we all love fluffy, delicious pancakes, but the key to making those fluffy pancakes is introducing some fluffed up egg whites. So I'm going to separate some yolks from the whites and then beat these whites until we reach stiff peaks. But how do you know if you've reached stiff peaks? Well, when you finish beating the eggs and you stand up the egg beater, the egg whites will stand up straight without flopping over. And don't get that confused with medium peaks where the egg white kind of flops over a little bit. Here's where I introduce the egg whites to the pancake batter. Now the key is to add a little bit at first. Get them acquainted. We want that air to be injected into the batter, but that's just regular pancake batter. I'm positioning these pancakes to be coffee cake style. So we're going to make a little bit of a brown sugar and cinnamon filling that we're going to put inside each one of these pancakes. But that's not where I'm stopping with the coffee cake injection. I'm also going to make a streusel, which as we all know is the best part of a coffee cake. That crunchy cinnamon brown sugar butteriness that goes on top. Yeah, I'm making that to put on top these pancakes. And the key to making the streusel is to squeeze that butter with the brown sugar and cinnamon. Get those chunks because we're not putting this on a cake. We're going to bake it outside of the cake in this tin. All right, the wait is over. It's time to make pancakes. Add a generous amount to a flat top or a frying pan, and then take that cinnamon brown sugar filling and add a little bit of a sprinkle on top. Then take some more batter and close out the pancake. And don't worry about the sugar being granular. It's actually going to melt inside each cake, forming sort of like a crunchy syrup. And you can't have pancakes without having syrup. But we're not using regular maple syrup here. I'm going to keep it consistent with the coffee cake and make some royal icing. Alas, the inspiration behind this entire recipe, Dalgona coffee, aka whipped coffee. The interesting thing about whipped coffee this way is that the intense coffee flavor is almost too much, which is a really interesting factor with coffee cake, and people don't really understand that coffee cake has zero coffee in it. It's actually intended to be eaten with a cup of coffee, and these pancakes could definitely be complemented with a hot cup of coffee. We got coffee cake pancakes, we got royal icing, we got a streusel that I made outside of an actual cake. Plus, this super trendy, fancy Dalgona coffee situation, which is an interesting whipped cream kind of consistency with a very intense coffee flavor. This right here, this is the bite, guys. Ready? You guys want to try this at home? Check out the link down below in the description or hit up recipechampions.com. It's my website that I publish a new recipe every single week. I got this whole stack to devour and I'm ready for it. I hope you guys are too. Bye. Man, this is next level.